Good morning, everybody. This is Eureka John with Eureka Street Crypto Hub, and I'm broadcasting live on Theta TV. I do this every single morning. It is 5:39 in the morning, and it is September 3rd, 2021, and this is episode number 255. I'm on a roll, man. I've been doing this every single day since February 6th, 2021, and before that, I started doing this broadcast in general on October 24th, 2020. So it's almost a year that I've been doing this, and it's amazing the way that the show has grown in leaps and bounds. I didn't really set out to be a show. I kind of just aped into this, basically, to use crypto terminology, and just turned on the YouTube stream and just started talking about what I knew about crypto. And it's turned into this. And yeah, man, I've been wrong about a lot of stuff. I've been totally cringeworthy, looking completely amateurish and all that stuff. I wouldn't recommend my methodology to everybody. So, but I don't really have any shame. I don't care if I look like a fool to you guys. I have what I need settled and done in life, and I'm good, man. I'm comfortable in my own pants, so I'm all right. If I do look like a fool on the internet, whatever, man. So that's what it is, and I'm learning every single day. I'm, reading articles, listening to podcasts on my commute down to work. It's an hour there and an hour back, so that's 2 hours out of my day to do nothing but listen to crypto podcasts. I read articles, and I just, periodically when I have downtimes, I look at new apps and everything like that, and I've found some really interesting stuff to talk about on this show. So I love it, and I don't really shill anything. I'm not sponsored by anybody, so hey, it's open game, man. And I kind of want to keep it that way. I make money doing other things. Yes, I make money from my real job, and I'm also starting to earn some money from creating little videos for other projects. So hey, if you want me to create any type of instructional videos, like a minute or two type of explainer video, I'll be happy to. I'm starting to get my process down. So all right. That being said, give me a thumbs up on the YouTube or BitChute or Odyssey, whatever you're watching me on. It helps out. It helps a brother out. I don't ask for much. I'm not asking for money on this. So yeah, that helps out a lot, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, let's look at the CoinGecko, see what's up. So Bitcoin just hit 50,000. I don't know if it did while I was asleep or not. Oh my gosh, are you serious? All right, so let me let this page refresh. Checking your browser before accessing CoinGecko.com, because we just want to make sure it's automatic. The browser will redirect your requested content shortly. It's absolutely redirecting right now. Okay, here we go. $50,199.53. So we are at 50,000 officially. Ethereum's at $3,962.63. Just kissing $4,000. Cardano just under by a penny, under $3, and I'm sure. It looks like it was there last night or something. Binance 489.06. Tether's a stable coin, and so is USDC down here, so they're stable coins. So I'm not really gonna, okay, they're $1. Yay, because they're supposed to be $1. All right, XRP $1.28. Solana 143.12. The Doge almost 30 cents. Like I say, okay, Doge got knocked down to number 8 by Solana, which moved up into number 7. Polkadot 33.01, Uniswap 31.12, Chainlink 31.56. Man, it's making moves. All right, the Chainlink community's really stoked after we shook out some weak hands earlier in the week and late last week because people were getting all scared. So whatever, man. Arbitrum's rolled in, Chainlink's on fire, so I'll take it. And shake out those weak hands. Terra's been on a tear, no pun intended. 33.66, up 23.0%. Everything's on a tear right now. We are in a bull market. And I mean, the thing is, I don't like to focus on price. I'm a fundamentals guy, I mainly go on here to the website like CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and stuff like that, because to me, it's kind of like watching a horse race. You just kind of, you're looking at who's going to move up in the ranks and all that stuff, because I like stats. So I like that aspect of it. I'm not really, sure, I like watching price, but I'm not going to buy something solely based on price movement. It's just not what I do. I like fundamentals. I ask, what do you do here, in order to quote Office Space? And I like it to do something besides just be for the purpose of making money. And there's some cryptocurrencies out there, that all they do is just for speculation and for investment opportunities. And that's it, man. And I'm like, no, what do you do? Like Chainlink's a data oracle. It helps to funnel data from the real world into the blockchain. Ethereum is the world's virtual machine. It's a computer. It's a world computer that enables smart contracts to be able to automate out the middleman, basically all the bureaucrats, and it allows decentralized finance to be available to the rest of the world and not just accredited investors. And obviously Bitcoin has been a store of value, even though it was intended to be a transactional new money and of sound money. But I mean, it is all that. It's a great money, and it is basically becoming the value to be pegged to in this space in a lot of ways. So a lot of this stuff, has utility. VeChain works with a supply chain type of stuff. Filecoin spreads out file storage, so there's no centralized servers. Theta Network creates it allows video sharing and broadband sharing in order to be able to be a new form of content delivery network. And it's also a virtual machine to allow smart contracts on, create NFTs and tokens. I mean, it does a whole lot, and I'm full in on Theta. That's why I'm broadcasting on Theta, and it's up to 6.5%. Not making a ton of moves because they just unlocked a bunch of Theta from their validators to pay for some new developments. So, that helps to decentralize the token. So that's good. A lot of people in the community were kind of bitching about that. And see, we have Aave down here up at 404. That is basically your crypto pawn shop. You lock up your tokens and you borrow against them. It's a DeFi protocol. Monero, all about privacy. You can make sure you have 100% privacy, no chain analysis on Monero. If you want to do a transaction with somebody and you don't want the entire world or the government to know and everything to be completely transparent, Monero is your token, and the Pirate chain is as well. There's a whole lot of stuff. The graph helps to index all this mass amounts of data everywhere, but it indexes it in a decentralized way. So, it's not all just done on one server. There's a whole slew of stuff, and some of these tokens are just about speculation, and I don't like those tokens. I mean, it's not that I don't like them, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about them. Audius completely decentralizes the way people do music, and artists are able to directly connect with the person listening to their music and get paid directly by them for the people that enjoy their music. So it's an amazing way to cut out the middleman in the music industry, which in the music industry, it's terrible. The artist actually only currently receives maybe about 10% of the royalties and stuff like that from the music that they produce, rather than just getting it directly from the customer, because of all these intermediaries going in and being like, yeah, I'll go ahead and take my cut. That being said, all right, let's look at what I wanted to look at today, which is the HOP protocol. I've been going through this Portal 1 slowly. And on Arbitrum, and if you don't know what Arbitrum is a layer 2 solution. And what is a layer 2 solution? Oh, wow, they changed it up. Okay, so a layer 2 solution, Ethereum is layer 1. And, of course, there's other Ethereum-like blockchains out there, but I'm talking about Ethereum today. We have Cosmos, we have Polkadot, we have Zilliqa, we have Arc. We have a lot of different Zilliqa. Yeah, I said Zilliqa. There's a ton of different blockchains that do various things and have their own niches. But Ethereum's kind of like the big one. It's the granddaddy. And a lot of Dapps were built and are currently being built on Ethereum. DeFi was born on Ethereum, and that's decentralized finance, which are like that protocol I told you about, Aave. That's kind of like the crypto pawn shop that allows you to lock up your crypto to borrow against it without any type of banking intermediary needed. Well, that's an app. That's a Dapp, a decentralized application that's built on top of the blockchain Ethereum. Okay, but the problem is Ethereum has become completely clogged up. I guess the philosophy behind it wanted it to be to handle all this stuff and scale up accordingly and everything like that. But it's not quite there, and it's going through this merge from Ethereum 1.0 to 2.0. So from proof of work mining to proof of stake consensus, which will speed up the network significantly and allow it to scale. And if you don't know what scaling is, it's like, if Mom's Donuts, serves a town of 1,500, but then somebody from New York City discovers Mom's Donuts. They're like, wow, we want that exact same donut and that exact same taste and consistency and everything, but we want it to serve the entire city of New York. How do we do that? We scale it up. We duplicate the exact production on a mass scale. So that is scaling. So Ethereum suddenly had all these dApps built on it, but it was basically only able to handle basically what Mom's Donuts could handle, and not what the entire world who was suddenly discovering Ethereum was like, wow, this is so cool. We all want to use it. Everything grinds to a freaking halt, and the gas prices on Ethereum become expensive because you have to use the ETH token as a form of basically gas to use it, and that's based on an auction system. So the highest bidder gets their transaction done first on the block. But when you have everybody going in and choking up the network and all these people, with these big pockets coming in willing to pay high gas prices, it kind of locks out the little guy, So that kind of happened on Ethereum. So they decided to move it to Ethereum 2.0, but that's taking time and that's a process. And you can't just flip a switch overnight and be like, yeah, we're going to do Ethereum 2.0. No, it takes time, But once it's done, it's going to be amazing. But in the meantime, what's developed are layer 2 solutions. And these are side chains, roll-ups, and other types of things that take some of the traffic and some of the portion of these Ethereum, the stuff that's clogging up this Ethereum network, puts it over here and does it on a really fast, scalable side chain. And then when it's all done, it kind of puts it back. Think about like if you're at a restaurant and if the manager was the only person that was able to sit there and take care of all these tables. And that would overwhelm the manager. The manager would be completely in the weeds no matter how experienced and good that manager is. And so what he does is he hires all these other servers. The servers do their transactions all during the day, and all the transactions are done, the tips are collected, and at the end of the day, all the receipts and stuff like that are given to the manager in that little zip bag, and the manager takes it over to the bank and then deposits that into the bank. So the manager, in a way, is kind of the main chain, and all the servers are the side chains and the layer 2 solutions to take care of all the rest of these customers. And then the manager at the end of the day gets all these and puts them together and then puts them over in the bank, which is the blockchain. And so that's kind of an analogy, and I hope it helps. But that's what a layer 2 solution is. It helps. It's to take care of a lot of that extra traffic, and there's been a lot of layer 2 solutions pop up. Like Arbitrum is the most recent one, and it just came out with like all these dApps already built on top of it and ready to go. I mean, a lot of these are coming soon, and they will. And then we have Optimism that came out, and they only have one major one right now, which is Uniswap. And then we had Matic, which is Polygon, and now Polygon is now Matic. And I've been doing a lot of stuff on that sidechain because there's a bunch of dApps built on there, so you can do a bunch of decentralized finance. There's Loopring, and I think there's a few others. There's xDAI, which is another one, and I get my POAPs and my NFTs on that one. So yeah. So there's a lot of layer 2s that have developed out of this issue of Ethereum being clogged up on the layer 1 network and the popularity of Ethereum. And that could be seen through, it originally was begun to be seen through CryptoKitties when the little popular NFT cartoon JPEGs, everybody wanted to have them, and it clogged up the network. Then after that, we realized we had a problem. Good morning, ProDad75. How you doing? It's been a minute. Welcome back. I really appreciate you jumping on. I love seeing a lot of these familiar faces come on Theta. It's like, I know I don't really know who you guys are, but I know when you pop on and I see you and I appreciate it. Some of you people have been here, with me since like the early episodes, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of cringeworthy moments, and I appreciate you sticking with me and popping on every once in a while and saying what's up. yeah, things are growing, things are moving. I have a lot of other projects in place that I'm trying to do that are a little more professional. And yeah, I mean, maybe one day I might be able to quit my day job. But until then, I'm doing this early in the morning and I'm doing my commute and I'm staying up. I don't stay up too late because I think sleep is extremely important. Yeah, you won't get what you need done during the day if you don't sleep right, and you'll be 10 times more productive during the day if you don't go to bed at a reasonable hour, even if you have stuff that you should probably be doing. So anyway, so yesterday I spent a lot of time looking at this layer 2 solution. And I was poking through a lot of these dApps, and let's see, I've messed with Swapper, which I got my airdrop on that through being a part of the Bankless DAO. Oh wow, loop rings on Arbitrum. Huh, interesting, coming soon. So you see a lot of these on here. I went through, let's see, what did I go through? I looked at HandleFi. I've looked at xDAI. I've looked at Dodo. I've looked at DBank, which is really cool. It's kind of a Zapper or a Xerion style app where it allows you to look at all your wallets on one dashboard, but it does it all across layer 2 solutions too, and all across a ton of different blockchains. So it's not just ERC-20 So it's really cool. I'm really stoked about DBank. I have that icon up there, but I'll come to that in a second. I looked at Cap. I looked at, I mean, all these are really cool. Amy Finance was a really unique one as well. Let's see here. I will take a quick look at this DBank real quick and show you. So basically it shows you your DeFi wallet on all these different chains, and it's loading. And, yeah, anyway. So yeah, that's that. I'm not going to show you all the details of my wallet. I even know it's transparent on the blockchain. You could look if you wanted to. All right, so anyway, so down here I found Hop Protocol. And Hop Protocol is not quite on Arbitrum yet, but I went on and I went and discovered their Medium and read about it. It is absolutely amazing. So now what I was just talking about and setting the stage for about Ethereum being layer 1, and then there's all these layer 2 solutions, which are all, the servers. Well, imagine all these servers in the restaurant and they don't talk to each other, and there's no way to, pass your transactions back and forth between those servers. Say you're in the weeds and you can't give your table to somebody else, I don't know of a better analogy, but what Hop Protocol does, it allows you to pass tokens back and forth. And say, for instance, you have something going on here on, you have a bunch of tokens that you were messing with, and that you were in this Adamant vault over here on the Matic network. And, I've been doing very well over here on this DeFi platform on Matic, right? And so I decided I wanted to harvest some of my yields from yield farming over here on Matic on the adamant.finance website. And so I decided, well, that's cool and all, but I would like to go over here to Arbitrum. Whoops, where did I go? I'd like to go over here to Arbitrum and use Amy Finance because it has a cool way of, investing and farming and yield and getting yield farm, but it does it through the form of NFTs. And it's pretty fun. But all my money's over here on Matic, and I don't want to pull it down off of Matic because then and put it on layer 1 in order to transfer it back over, then back up on Arbitrum, because Ethereum gas fees are really expensive. And it's just a pain in the butt. That's expensive transaction down, and then you have to switch everything over, then expensive transaction back up. And whenever you are going from layer 1 to layer 2, it's expensive because Ethereum's expensive right now, and it's slow too because Ethereum is not exactly the speed that a lot of these others are. So if you just want to go directly from Matic to Arbitrum, well, this Hop protocol is your answer. Let's look at here. But right now, Hop on Arbitrum. Okay. Yeah, on Arbitrum, it's not quite out yet. So they're still doing some stuff. Uh-oh, hold on. It's making me put in my password for my MetaMask. All right, so say I wanted to move some stuff over from Matic to Arbitrum. Yes, in the future, I will soon be able to do that. But right now, it's not available, but it will be. But in the meantime, I can do it between xDAI and Optimism, between xDAI and what else do we have here? Matic, Polygon, and then of course the mainnet. Yesterday I tested this out and I moved stuff from Matic to Optimism, and from Matic to xDAI, and from xDAI to Optimism, and it worked beautifully. So anyway, ProDad is sitting here throwing out some solutions, some other stuff. Before October, do a deep dive into Sunday Swap. I have not done Sunday Swap, so I will. I've seen that actually being referred to on Twitter, so I want to take a look at that. And then, oh wow, okay, Matic and Hermes partnership. I've talked about Hermes on here. So anyway, does Hop have a token? Hop does not have a token. However, and I don't know anything officially or anything like this, but from 1inch Protocol, from Uniswap, from DYDX, there's been a pattern that I've noticed that a lot of these protocols like this that start out with no token suddenly realize that they have a need for some bootstrapping and stuff like that, and some financing. So, and then they want to also allow their community to govern. So they come out with a governance token. And they a lot of times, in this case, do retroactive airdrops. So who knows? Maybe you can do some transactions on here, provide some liquidity and stuff like that, and then maybe later on down the road there'll be an airdrop. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that there will be, but it's a pattern within these type of apps. So if they do decide to go to a token and they do a retroactive airdrop, you're already be set up, and it only costs you maybe a couple transactions and it's providing some liquidity. So I don't know, but either way, I'm showing you this transaction. I just spit Apple out. And so let's look at here. I have 2 USDC on xDAI and 0 on Optimism. So say I want to transfer 1 xDAI over to Optimism. 1 USDC from xDAI to Optimism. So all I have to do is go here and look at that. 1 USDC on xDAI, 1 USDC on Optimism. I need to connect to my wallet, so I'm gonna make sure I'm on the right network, and I'll expand this view just so you can see. And with all this stuff to set up these layer 2 solutions on your MetaMask, you have to create an RPC, and basically by doing that, you have to go in here. And I've gone through this in the past 3 videos, but I don't want to be impatient with you guys if this is the first video you've seen. So you go through here and you click Custom RPC, and then you put in whatever network you want. So Energy Web, Matic, Binance Smart Chain, xDAI, Optimism, Arbitrum, and you basically, if you just do a search on Google, or I don't use Google, but pre-search or DuckDuckGo or whatever start page, and you just put Arbitrum. RPC, then you'll find all this stuff that you need to put in there, and you'll find some window will pop up that will show you, and it's real easy to do. And so I found this information and I plugged in this, and this. These 2 down here are optional, and for xDAI, it's right here, xDAI chain, RPC URL, chain ID, optimistic Ethereum, and you plug all that stuff and you create your RPC, and once you do it, you click add network, dang, it's done. All right, so let's go back over here to Hop Protocol, and you are set up to do stuff. So make sure you're on the right network, and I'm going to switch over to, I'm on the Matic network right now. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Matic network. Let me see if I have any USDC left over there. Okay, I have 18 USDC tokens left over there. So I'm going to go over to Optimism, and I'm going to send, I will send 5 USDC over to Optimism. And that's refreshing. So it takes maybe a half of a penny to do that. So, all right. So let's let this refresh. Insufficient amount. What's going on here? So the transaction fee to get from Matic to Optimism is a little high. All right. So look at that. Transaction fee is about $17. So Optimism is not as cheap as some others. So let's go from here. Let's see what it looks like going from Matic to xDAI. And I did this yesterday and it was a little cheaper. Look at that. It's going to cost me maybe 3 cents. I can do that. Sure. Okay, so I'll send 5 USDC over to the xDAI chain. And then send. And it pops up over here. You can't see this on my screen, but I have a little MetaMask window popping up. And so I'm going to confirm that. Yeah, it's going to cost roughly 3 cents to do that. So I've just sent, I'm sending right now in the process of sending $5 from Matic chain over to xDAI chain. So if there's something I wanted to do with xDAI on there, then great, you know. Now a lot of times on these layer 2 solutions, you have to make sure you add the token address in there, and how you do that in order to be able to see it. So I'll show you here. All right. So let's go back over here. Let's go over to the xDAI chain. Okay, so xDAI chain assets right here. So if this xDAI doesn't, it automatically pops up. USDC does not. So you have to add in USDC. So say I wanted to add in, let's just add in DAI, or let's add in Matic on this. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here to CoinGecko. I'm gonna go to Matic, M-A-T-I-C, and just get that. And and I'm going to get this contract address right there. Just click to copy, cling, and make sure you do it from these sites and not from some janky place. And then I'm going to go back over here to my MetaMask, add token, and then copy and paste the token address, and then Matic pops up. Boom, it's legit. All right. So I'm going to add that token, and there, it's available on my xDAI chain. And okay, so anyway, back to Hop Protocol. The way it does this is on the back end, underneath the hood, up here, you just saw it was absolutely super smooth. It was amazing. But on the back end, what happens is it converts your USDC to something like an HUSDC, which is a Hop USDC. So it's a Hop version. And then it sends that over. And then once it gets over to the other side, the xDAI chain, it converts in the back end a little swap from the HUSDC back over to the xDAI version of USDC. So it takes care of all that back end stuff for you, so you don't even have to look at it and look at all these little lowercase acronymed stable coins and other types of coins. Because I know that can be confusing, all these wrapped tokens, wrapped Matic, Ethereum, SUSD, Aave, staked USD, and all that stuff. It just kind of, VBNT. I mean, all this stuff really just starts to add up, and all these little acronyms, and it gets really hard to keep track of what's being swapped for what. So it does that on the back end for you. I'm super stoked about that I don't have to look at an HUSDC, but I just know it's there. So let's see here. So you can provide liquidity on that, and I'm going to do that. Let's see here. There is a place to be able to find out about the mechanics on here. If you follow their Twitter or their Medium, you can find that out. And then they have a Discord as well. Let's see here. Right here, the Hop Protocol. And go join them on Discord. And they kind of have a lot of stuff right here. What is the Hop token? The H tokens are cross-network bridge token that's transferred from rollup to rollup. So it does this by rollups, and rollups are a way to bundle up transactions. Like I said, a waiter bundles up a bunch of transactions and puts them in that little zip pouch. And then, it's claimed on layer 1 for the underlying asset. It's an intermediary bridge token that allows for trustless swaps. The end user doesn't need to deal with H tokens directly. They only deal with the respective rollup's canonical token. What is a canonical token? The canonical token is a layer 1 token that's being bridged on layer 2. For example, DAI token on layer 2 is a canonical token of DAI token on layer 1. Users can send back and forth between layer 1 token and layer 2 representation of that token using the official token bridge of the layer 2. So yeah, it's pretty rad. And let's go back over to just the basic hop dot exchange, and let me take you to the main page before I jump off here. Let's see where we at. Wow, right at 30 minutes. Okay, so there's not a whole lot to the main page. There's some FAQs. All right, about becoming a liquidity provider, and that's what I want to do. And then here's the general questions. So let's go look at some quick little questions. So how long does the hop transfer take? You saw it. It's pretty much right away, almost. I mean, it takes maybe 5 minutes sometimes, but so is that it? Anyway, so those. All right. So let me just see real quick about providing liquidity. There's a bonder rule. I don't know much about that yet. So a lot of times I look at this stuff for the first time with you. That's what this channel is really about. It's not really me being a professional and trying to teach you. It's me just kind of being like, all right, this is my time in the morning to do this. So, all right. What do I need in order to provide liquidity on Hop? All right. To provide liquidity on Hop, you need either Hop tokens, HUSDC, or the equivalent native. So Hop, the protocol does not have a Hop token. They have the synthetic version, the HUSDC of a large of a main token, and the HUSDC is used in the back end under the hood to swap over to the other chain, and that's really what it's used for. So yeah, there's one Hop automated market maker for every asset and every network that supports Hop. You can deposit either one of the assets into the pool, so it provides single-sided liquidity, kind of like Bancor in a way, but or you can provide both tokens together. Once you have deposited funds into the pool, you will receive liquidity pool tokens that represent your ownership share of the tokens. And there you can start earning some of these transaction fees. So yeah, and here's how you can do that. I will link this in the description so you can do that if you so desire to provide liquidity. Like I said, I'm going to provide liquidity because sure, I want to help participate in this project because it's cool. But two, if they ever do come out with a Hop token and they do any retroactive type of airdrop, bam, I'm in. It's just one more thing I'm in on. So anyway, so yeah, I want to support this project. These guys seem to have a really cool product going. So, and hopefully, I think it has a great use with all these layer 2s kind of being their own silos and not being able to communicate back and forth with each other. This is a great tool. And it's not the only tool. Crypto Foo yesterday was showing me something else. It's something called Allbridge. And I haven't had a chance to look into this, but this one here allows you to easily transfer tokens between various blockchains: Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, Huobi. So it looks like it can go back in Binance Smart Chain back and forth between various blockchains on both on layer 1 and layer 2. So that looks pretty interesting, and that you're able to stake and validate on this stuff and run your own nodes. So this is something else that yet again something else on crypto in the crypto world, that's popping up. That's amazing that I had no idea existed. So every day it's something new. So anyway, this is Hop protocol. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up or whatever, or thumbs down if you hated it, whatever. If you're gonna be like, I'm gonna give that guy a thumbs down, All right, dude. So. All right, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow I have an interview with a guy I met, Daniel Morrow, and the Bankless DAO. And he's real into like health and fitness and doing yoga and stuff like that. I don't really do yoga, but more power to the people that do. And but his main focus is on how to provide healthcare and stuff like that and fitness for people that are working in DAOs, because a lot of times healthcare is obviously a major topic and it's expensive and it sucks in the United States. And people a lot of times work at a company specifically for the healthcare. So how do people who are working in DAOs and making crypto their full time provide themselves decent healthcare? Well, I think we're going to try to talk about some of those topics, and then how people working in the crypto world or the metaverse, how do they keep fitness as part of their priority, which is I think important. So, all right. That being said, my music didn't turn on. Oh, jeepers. All right. Did I just say jeepers? All right. Well, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Let me just check my check my chat stream. Okay. All right. Later.